Hey YouTube family, this is Denise in the little sewing room with a signature dress flip. My last video I showed you how to make the pattern for my signature dress, and now I'm going to show you some of my signature dresses and how I use piecing techniques, fabrics to give it a different look. Okay, well this is one of them right here. This is my all linen one, and I've got a couple of these, and this variation is I added a sort of a little puff sleeve instead of my fold back sleeve, and I really like that look. It really works for me, and it's good because it works really well with fabrics that have a right side and a wrong side, and this way I get the shortened sleeve without showing the wrong side of the fabric. But let me start off with my evening dressy looks, as I call it, of my signature dress. And the first one here is this lovely purple, deep purple silk with this silk panel in the front. Can you see me? Hi! Silk panel in the front. It has the signature sleeves and everything. The silk panel is cut yardage, and all of the purple, it was a two-piece pantsuit, a jacket and the slacks, which I cut up and creatively pieced together to get enough yardage for the dress. The athletic band across the back was part of a silk shirt that my husband gave me, and I put that there. I'm going to set those to the side as we talk. This silk one was created by a silk shirt that I thrifted, another silk pantsuit that I purchased and pieced together to give me cut yardage, and likewise the same. So these two have yoke detail using silk, and then this one is cut yardage at the bottom, but they're a little bit lower. This one has a high yoke and this one has a little bit lower yoke. All silk, all machine wash, and what I do is I wash them on a gentle cycle. I use hair shampoo when I wash them, not any specific brand, just a dollar store brand, and a little white vinegar and a little baking soda in the water, gentle cycle, and then I fold them or ball them up, put them in the freezer in a plastic bag, and press them dry when I have a chance. This silk dress with its dropped waist, now here I went for a dropped waist look, is one of my favorite because this is a thrifted silk Durnbill skirt that I used for the top, and the part I used for the bottom was a silk shirt waist dress that belonged to my aunt, and just before she passed she gave it to me because she knew I loved the dress on her, and she said, well, I'm not wearing it anymore, you can have it, Denise. And she gave it to me, and I was able to recreate a dress, and I always think of her because she was an awesome dresser. And this machine wash. So I used a drop waist, I used yoke accent, and color blocking. That's another way. Those are 3 or 4 ways that I've changed my signature dress look. And then for my signature dress, I have what I call my casual looks. I'm running to the store, or it's a lunch with some friends or something like that. And this one here is a wool crepe. It's a mid-weight wool crepe. So here where I live, I can wear it almost year round, except in the hottest part of the summer, then it gets too warm. But this wool crepe, I got it off fabric.com. Yeah, fabric.com on a sale, 2.5 yards. So what I did was a simple bias neckline. I had to do a lot of piecing. I'm going to move up on the screen. There we go. See the piece, my flat fill seams? To get enough length for this, but I love it. And then I finished it off, because I didn't have that much length, by using my sewing machine decorative stitches to create a scallop hemline. And I really love wearing it. It goes really well with this necklace I have on today, and my russet colored boots. Now I have 3 here. And these 3 are made from men's suitings. And they're full yard dresses. That means the whole dress is made of all one fabric. Okay? And this is a brown tweed. And it's not going to really show up on camera, but I'm going to come close in. This is brown tweed. And I cut it on the bias. You can just see the softness in it. And I added a piped neckline and large oversized top stitching all around. So it almost looks like it's got a dome sleeve and everything, but it's just because it's cut on the bias. It's got great drape. Great drape. And it's machine washable. And I hang it to dry. This one is men's worsted suiting, and I changed this one by giving it a deep neckline to give it a little more definition. Right there. And I kept it nice and long. On this one, which is my basic black dress, which I can wear morning, noon, or night, is also a men's worsted. I dress this up with the necklace or the wrap that I wear with it. It is not as soft as my other wools. It's a little crisp, but it works. It works, and I love it. I gave it a simple jewel neckline. So I can wear my pearl necklace with it. I can wear my ethnic colored necklace with it. Or I can wear some of my infinity scarves. So I really like that. So that's another way. So give me a moment here. I'm going to stop camera and then I'm going to set it up with my really, truly casual looks. I'm back. I've adjusted the camera and I've brought out my casual looks. My casual looks are usually created out of linen, cotton denim that I piece together to get the proper yardage to make the signature dress. Yes, or 100% cotton. What I by that I mean a shirting cotton. Okay. Now this is one of my favorite pieced together denim looks, and it is made from men's shirts. And you can prove that it's made from men's shirts because you can see the front button area where I open up the band and use that as part of the decorative feature. Here is the pocket. Super large pocket off an extra large men's shirt, a little bit more of the fabric and everything extends into the sleeve. And that is the man's shirt right there along the back, all the way down to this sort of multi-patchwork base. And I'll move it back so I can get that in there. There we go. Look at that. This is really durable. I love it. It gets a lot of wear. It's always in and out of the washing machine because I like wearing it so much. And this is my celebration denim dress. It's a little shorter than I normally wear it, but the reason I made this one with its, I got it backwards. It has a knit, t-shirt knit binding for the neck and for the hemline. And it was made from all of the skirts that I wore to work after I quit my job. And I didn't have to wear that denim skirt and the work shirt we have to wear. I took all of those skirts and pieced together and got me what I really wanted to wear, which was my signature dress. I never get to wear it, but I get to wear it and remember where I worked. Oh dear. Another great thing about my signature dresses is they're really easy to store. I've showed you 6, 8, 9, 10 of them on hangers, but normally I fold them up and put them in my drawer, just like that. Don't take up much space. And this is pink linen dress, and the detail is in the yoke, which I use my Viking Husqvarna. I have a rose. It's not the newest model. I use that to create this decorative insert and just did a piped neckline. And I did a lot of piecing to get this. And this is linen, so I expect wrinkles. And when I wear it with a piece underslit that gives it sort of a shabby chic look. And this underslit is from a thrifted, let me look at this one first. Yeah. A thrifted tablecloth, which I simply use to make the bottom of the skirt for this. And it's just a simple slip. And it's bound on the edges so I can wear it either inside or outside. So I can wear it over one of my dresses if I like, or under it. And I've been wearing it for the last couple years underneath like a slip. Now if you've watched a lot of my videos, you've seen this one. This is my red cotton, all cotton signature dress. There it is, out flat, not rolled up, but that's how it gets folded. And this is one of the few that I have that when I fold it back, I can see the wrong side of the fabric. So this one was a precursor to me doing this type of design, so I wouldn't see the wrong side of the fabric. But this is like an everyday dress. I'll wear it to get up and work in the craft room, little sewing room, and do my work there. Now I did a blog about this one. Now this is going to really show up funny on camera because this is plisse stripe, and at the resale shop for $2.98 I got, I think, about 12 yards of fabric. And I was able to make 2 red dresses, 1 blue dress, and I still got enough left over to make a whole nother dress. And what I did on this dress, and it shows up very lightly, is I took bias strips and made this little fake yoke look. It's one that folds back, so I have the gathered sleeve. And then across the back, I added another bias strip to create like a yoke across the back. And then I have my signature tab where I put my label. There it is. Where are your label? Oh, there it is. And I had to adapt this one because I'm going to show you another one just out of the same fabric where I cut the fabric a different way. I cut the fabric going across the body, and I also cut it shorter, and I didn't like it. And I had cut them both out at the same time. So this one I added a bias strip at the bottom to give me the 3 inches of length that I really appreciate. And I have this bias strip mitered so you can see the design going up and down. It's hard for you to see red and white stripes on camera because it gets distorted, I know, but I just want you to see it. So here is the other one that I cut and made before I made that one. And I just recently cut the sleeve off, and I haven't done anything with it yet because I didn't like the sleeve on this one. It was, I think I made it too small, it was too tight, but I don't think I'll put it back on. And this is the stripes going around my body. It doesn't look good on me. So I've turned this one into a house dress until I could come up with something else. I turned it into a house dress, and I wear it when I'm lounging on the couch, and I like it for that. I like it for that. Another of that same fabric, but this one was in black and white. That was my fabric haul. I gave it a modified V-neck with the binding cut on the bias, and then I add this absolutely awesome denim floral panel right down the front because it was just too plain, and it has that fixed cuff, and I like on this one because it's nice and soft. And let me step back so you can see how long that panel is. That's how long it is. It's all the way almost down the front, just below the hip. And on the back, I put one right in the center back of the dress, and I finished the panel with a bias binding of the same black and white. So it made it look like you're looking through a window. But this is another one. I know I said the other one I like. I like this one too. I really like wearing this one in the summer. It's a little too thin to wear in the winter here. Now this looks like a white one, but this is a very subtle black pinstripe, black stripe on white. And also I cut this one straight because the fabric was a little stiff. It didn't soften up, so I cut out some of the fullness. It is not that wide across the bottom. And if I hold it like this from the side, you can see that it's really straight. Look at the arm, and it drops down really straight. Hello. So I gave it a bias bound neckline, a little tab in the back, because on the opposite side is my label. I always do that. And when I first made it, I didn't think I would like it, but the more I wore it and the more I took pictures of myself in it, I began to like it. Now this is linen, and I got this at when Hancock's Fabrics in my area is going out of business. I was able to buy 5 yards of it at a really nice price. It had me at the fact that it was linen, 60 inches wide. So I made this one, and then I made another one, but this one has no sleeves. This one is simply a drop sleeve. That's that. Just a little drop sleeve dress. And in the summer, it is so comfortable to wear. But it's still my signature dress. So I was able to use every bit of that linen and made this one. And I gave it that little modified V-neck line. Just a little bit. Which goes great with my necklaces in the summertime. And this necklace here again. Well, this necklace, don't laugh at me now. This necklace was made from a belt, 4 buttons, and a piece of scrap leather. And I've been carrying this belt around with me for so many years, and I don't wear anything that has a belt. I don't wear skirts. I don't wear pants. So I finally was going to get rid of it, and I said, no, I love the weave on the belt. Isn't that, that is a great weave on this belt. And so I made me a necklace out of it. I get lots of compliments. People go and look at it, and I think they know it was a belt. Well, YouTube family, I hope you enjoyed my signature dress flip. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell others about Denise in the Little Sewing Room.